Yo, what's good, campers? It's your boy Killer Beezy, man, and today we are here with a ghost video now, man. So basically, for those of you who have been watching the videos on the channel, you guys would have seen that I pulled Ghost. You guys would have seen a gameplay video that I done live on Twitch yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, I will put the link up to it. You'll see it pop up in the corner right now. So click on that, pause this video, click on that, watch that first, and then you can watch this. Now, this video was actually recorded before I done the live stream on Twitch yesterday. So what was meant to happen was I was meant to upload this video and basically show you guys sort of how I was practicing against Winter Soldier, because I've done two different fights against Winter Soldier. I done one with just the Wasp and Hood synergy, and then I done one where I had Wasp, Hood, Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket. So I wanted to see if I'd noticed like a big difference between, you know, if I noticed a big difference between sort of damage and whatnot, and you know, so therefore if I was going questing or something, you know, if I feel the need to bring the whole team, or whether I can just kind of bring Ghost with Wasp and Hood and then kind of free up the other two slots for two other champions. So so I wanted to do a test, so I've got both them fights in here, and so I will showcase that, and excuse me, I will showcase that and basically just, you know, talk about my experience using Ghost, man. So as you can see, we got to a point where we got to rank 3. Then your boy was like 2 tier 4 basics short. I was like 4 tier 1 alphas short, and I was just like, bruh, I'm gonna have to wait for actually no, I had no tier 2 alphas. Yeah, I was like, bruh, I'm gonna have to wait for ages. I bought 2 from the Glory store. Then I done a run through of Master difficulty event quests, and that gave me 3. And then I think I had enough. I'm sure I had enough. I got one more from somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But yeah, so then I had enough, and I was like, okay, cool. So we managed to take her to rank 4. Now rank 5, as you guys can see, I do have a tech rank 4 to 5 gem, so I will be using that. When I get a little bit more ISO and a little bit more gold, then she'll be going up. But in the meantime, guys, so let's talk about our experience using Ghost, right? So first of all, I've been using Ghost as a 4-star for variant 2, and yeah, man, like, you know, I've kind of fought Korg with her. I fought a few different fights with her, and you know, it's not that bad. I mean, once you know what you're doing, you get the hang of it, and it's not too bad. Now, the thing that I'm in two minds about when using Ghost is there's 2 different ways you can approach Ghost, right? So there's the whole thing of, like, you know, building up the cruelty buffs on her, and if you use the L3, it will store them as permanent cruelty buffs, right? So I think you can stack up to 5, right? And then obviously, you know, using the heavy attacks, you can basically gain a fury buff, right? So I wasn't sure whether it was more beneficial to fight and, you know, trying to stack up the 5 cruelty buffs permanently first, then go for the, you know, fury and the big L2, or whether it was just kind of more beneficial to just get to the L2, do heavies, you know, obviously try and do like maybe 2-3 heavies, and then just launch your SP2 when you're phasing. And I must say, I have tried both ways, and unless you get really lucky, like, and when I say really lucky, I mean like if you get to a point where you have like 4 to 5 cruelty buffs as you are getting to a SP3, then great. But what I found was that every time I was attempting to do that, by the time I got my SP3, I would only have like 2, maybe 3 if I was lucky. And then it was just like, I've spent so much time trying to time that correctly. Like, the amount of damage that I could have done and the amount of L2s that I could have launched by now just didn't seem worth it. So let me get any of you expert Ghost users out there, let me know your thoughts on that. I feel like for like maybe longer fights like Labyrinth of Legends and whatnot, it might be more beneficial to do that, but in any of the other fights sort of during the game, I don't really think it is, man. I feel like, you know, you get just as good amount of damage just by getting to an L2, using a couple heavies, and then yeah, man, just launching your L2 while you're phasing, man. So yeah, you'll see sometimes that there are times that I get nervous, man. There are times that, you know, your boy's just not used to having Ghost, man. So there are times where I like swipe back and she's phasing, then I forget to launch the special attack, and I'm like, oh yeah, I must do that. And you know, it's all with practice. Do you know what I mean? Like there, you can see, I assumed that I was gonna have that much more long enough time for that punch to not hit me, and unfortunately the timer expired and it did hit me. Do you know what I mean? And then it ended up stunning me. So there's a few times where, like, you know, I obviously got massive room for improvement and whatnot, but I just can't believe that your boy is sitting here doing a video on Ghost gameplay. That my own Ghost gameplay. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like last night we started Alliance War and it was just like, oh yo man, what's your options? Who do you use an attack? And I was like, well, like it's not a case of who do I use. It's a case of who's available. Cause you know your boy got Ghost. Your boy got Ghost is sitting there. You know she ranked 4. She good enough to run up in Alliance War attack and you know. Boop, 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 boop. Phase SP2. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, so you know, it's nice, man. It's a nice problem to have. Do you know what I mean? It's a very nice problem to have. But again, like, let me make one thing clear. Yeah? Because I know a lot of people, I can imagine in the comments, a lot of people are just, oh, you got a God tier. Oh, you shouldn't be dying. Oh, blah, blah. Listen, getting a God tier champion is the first part. Yeah? That's the difficult part. Yeah? But the other difficult part, yeah, the stage 2 is knowing how to use them. Yeah, that is one of the most difficult things because a lot of people, especially like when Blade was out, right, and people were pulling Blade, a lot of people were just like, oh yeah, boom, I got Blade. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and yeah, I should win, and I'm gonna get through everything. And it wasn't as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't as simple as that. Nowhere near. Yeah, people were getting Blade, jumping in and dying. Yeah, and that's because people, I feel like you end up overestimating champions. Do you know what I mean? You think to yourself, oh yeah, I got this person, I heard they're really good. Okay, yeah, I'm going to bring them in here and I'm going to use them. You know, a lot of people don't do their research. A lot of people don't test champions out. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of the time, especially with lower ranked champions than rank 4, 5 stars, you'll see me go in with... Like, you see me go into, like, Realm of Legends. So, going against Winter Soldier, you know, he's got available specials, so you're not going to take too much block damage. You know, he's sort of fairly easy to parry, fairly easy to fight against. You can, you know, if you have the perfect fight, you can literally fight Winter Soldier without kind of taking any damage, even block damage. So, it's a nice basic tester, because I know a lot of people will say, oh, you know, why do people always test fights against Winter Soldier? But it's a nice tester for you to really sort of test out how champions work, and 2, because people are so used to fights with Winter Soldier, when you beat Winter Soldier within a certain amount of hits, it's a great indicator to how powerful the champion is. Do you know what I mean? If you go in there with a champion and you can take down the champion in if you go in there with a champion and you can take down Winter Soldier, let's just say within like 70 hits, yeah, that's amazing. That's a really good champion with really good damage output, right? But then if you got a champion that you go in now and it's a rank 5 and you go in there and it takes them 220 hits to kill Winter Soldier, you then know, okay, well, nah, this champion's not really that great for damage output, but you know, it's got some good utility. Do you know what I mean? So that's another reason why, like, you see a lot of fights against Winter Soldier, man, because I feel like those things that I just explained just make it a little bit easier for you to get a rough idea of what to expect from that champion, or, you know, like ground level. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows Winter Soldier. Everyone's fought Winter Soldier. A lot of people in the community have beat Realm of Legends, so it's a good indicator for like kind of mid-tier / higher tier level players. So yeah, man. So this is the time we went in with Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket as well. And yeah, man, like I said, I didn't really feel like it made much of a difference, but I am enjoying using Ghost so much. Listen, doing hits and combos and using special attacks and seeing nothing but yellow figures, bruh, I can get used to that life. Telling you, fam, I can get used to that life, bro. Like phasing back, not having to worry about mistiming a parry. What? I'm about that life, you know. I'm about that life, man. So yeah, so like I said, this fight was before the fight that you saw me having on my Twitch stream, and before the Red Hulk fight. I am gonna do the Red Hulk fight again. I'm thinking maybe like that will be like my real tester, you know, seeing if we can take Red Hulk down. And not just a fluky thing as well. Not just like, oh shoot, we're on 10% health. Because really, the aspect of it that I need to master with Ghost is the timing. I feel like when you're an expert Ghost user, you're not constantly watching the phase sort of clock. You're not watching the phase clock just tick down. I mean, I feel like you have a nice random understanding, and it's like second nature to you. So I feel like you phase, you know how much time you have until it's kind of running out, and when you might need to block. Like, say for instance, if Winter Soldier was about to use his SP2, I feel like an expert user would know to dash back, and you'll know exactly how much time you have before you need to start blocking. Whereas I'm at that point where I'm phasing back, and then I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, okay, whole block now. Okay, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I need to get to that level. You know, still got a lot to learn, man. But yo, your boy is hella excited, man. I'm just excited I'm in this position. Now, the last question, the golden question for all you Ghost users out there: if you was in my shoes and you had a generic Awakening gem, not that much Tech 6 stones, but you had a generic Awakening gem, would you use your generic Awakening gem on Ghost? Let me know in the comments below, because I haven't used it. I normally wouldn't on champions that don't necessarily need the Awakening, but you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Let me know if you would use it or not. Thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy Killer Beezy. Peace.